Greetings, everyone, and welcome to Live in the Rise. I am your Love City's new Bachelorette, and I'm coming at you live. It is 30 minutes after the top of the hour. Okay? 30 minutes. I'm late. Yeah, 30 minutes after the hour. Wherever you are in the world, it's 30 minutes after that hour. Whatever hour that is, they tell you. So, anywho, here we are. I'm in my jammies, my pajamas. I'm just waking up, having my tea. And it's kind of cloudy outside. Really cloudy. It looks like it's going to rain, actually, and storm. That's what it looks like. There is 100-degree weather in the eastern part of North America. Yeah. And coming off of the coast of Africa, we have hurricanes. And these hurricanes come and they do not have a compass. They're just going to come and they're going to go where they're supposed to go. And we have a time here in the Virgin Islands, specifically St. John, where it's a tiny island. I mean, you can't even see it on the map. It's a dot. It's like it doesn't exist when you look at it. It doesn't exist. So because of that, we have so much to strive for outside of the island. And outside of the island, where we can grow into learning about ourselves and learning about, how we can best utilize our gifts and talents for positivity, So I'm coming at y'all this rise. I always preface something before I get started. Because the time is limited. I don't want to use the word don't. The time is limited. So, let me see what my tea says. I don't have my... In order to be remembered, it says, leave nothing behind but love. Yeah. In order to be remembered, leave nothing behind but love. What is the legacy that you are leaving behind? What are you leaving behind for the next generation, whether they're related to you or not? That generational wealth encompasses not just you and your inner circle, but how you impact your community, your your town, your state, your city, your state, your nation, your world. How are you impacting that? And that's the question we have to ask, looking in at ourselves. Looking in at ourselves is important because we see where we need to tweak and where we need to improve and how we need to be with each other in our lives. And hostility, being hostile and argumentative and having negative feelings or feelings of not being valued, I've had them. And when I had them, it was at a time when I didn't know myself or the one that created me. There was no clue about that part. So that's what I had to go on. And in my journey, I found there's a deep inner communication that you can have that can push you to that next level. We were on the trail. We were hiking a trail yesterday. I had to carry my bag about 5 bags I'm carrying, and I'm walking and I'm doing like this because I'm like, okay, I'll take this opportunity to work out. I'm not gonna complain. I'm gonna take this opportunity. So I started lifting the bags like this, and I was lifting, and I was like exercising. So I took that strain and turned it into strength for something else. So, in prefacing the word today, I wanted to share that, and that to me sets it off really well. So, let's get the verse of the day. It just came in my phone. Verse of the day. Verse. Verse of the day. Verse of the day. Verse. Verse of the day. Verse of the day. Just came on my phone. And we're 37 minutes now after the hour. But the verse of the day, High Future is Bright. Thank you so much. I love that name, Future is Bright. It is, yes. Okay, the verse of the day is coming from what? Leviticus. Oh my goodness. The verse of the day is coming from Leviticus chapter 19, verse 18. Yeah. Yep. That's when the verse of the day is coming from. Leviticus. So I'll give you some time to look that up. Greetings, everyone. Like this video, hit the like button. Please, I need the like so the algorithm could boost me up into monetizing. And I can get funds for my workshop and the books that I buy for the children and the prizes and all of it. So please do that. Like the video, share it, subscribe. I am on a mission to get children reading Jesus Christ. Bless. I'm so glad that we are here in this space to give thanks for this day, because why else are we existing? However, to do good, right? And to, in our works, exemplify that same one, Jesus Christ, right? So, thanks for your comments. Thanks for your likes. Thanks for your subscribing. Thank you, honestly. So, the verse today. Do not seek revenge. Or bear a grudge against anyone among your people. However, love your neighbor as yourself. I am the Lord. Selah and Selah again. You hear that? That's powerful. Leviticus is on something. And when I say on something, he's on that good. He's on that goodness, mercy, love, kindness, righteousness, forgiveness, long suffering. That is what Leviticus is on. Do not seek revenge. So, in other words, we do not want to go hurting people because they hurt us, or we have been hurt. Because hurt people gonna hurt other people. And this happens when people communicate. You can feel their hurt, that they've been hurt. So they take that out on you. That happens. They take it out on you, and they say things to you that they themselves need to do. So when I speak about anything in the scripture, I have to look at myself. Am I doing the same thing that I'm speaking of? Okay, that's important. Like the video, subscribe to this channel, and please share it with your friends. So our word today, our verse today, rather, we're going to get to the word right now, but our verse today, coming from Leviticus, sings, really gives us as humans a guide, to how to live with others. Social. That's I'm social. Social slice of the pie. So that piece is very crucial. And learning first about yourself, your physical self, and who you are, how you work, how your body works, what your body needs to thrive, how you need to revere your body as sacred ground. I didn't know that. Growing up, I didn't know that, but that part that of you, that physical, is sacred ground. So when we come together with each other and we have a commonality, okay, some people are not compatible, some people are not, they disagree a lot, they have disagreements, or they have many turns and twists in looking at one work of art and seeing something different. And when you meet someone and you're looking at a work of art and you're seeing the same thing, everybody sees different in the art, right? This is an example. When you find that person and they are seeing something the same as you, or thinking the same as you are speaking of, in terms of looking at a picture or looking at anything in life, that's the one for you. That's the one for you. Yes. So love one another and remember Leviticus. Remember Leviticus chapter 9. What is it? Chapter 19, verse 18. Yeah, Leviticus. Look at that, please, because seeking revenge on someone or organization, whatever it is, I don't agree with violence. Violence is not the answer to the solution, or is the solution to the problem. When we learn to communicate, and listening is communicating, listening to each other is communicating. And oftentimes we don't, because we want to get what we want to get out, and we want to be heard. But it's not always about wanting to be heard. You need to want to listen, really truly listen. This happened to a child yesterday, and I wanted them to experience that moment. We went on a hike, and we hiked, and this hike took us to a bay, water all around. Some brought their swim gear, because I told them we're going on a hike, but we're not getting in the water, but you can if you want to. Anyway, some didn't bring anything. So I said, those of you who didn't bring anything to go in the water, you need to just go by your knees, up to your knee. Up to your knee in the water, right? goodness, I have a injury on my leg. And one child went all the way in, and I let them, I didn't scream at them and say, get out of the water. I let them, and they were bouncing up and down in the water, and I'm like this. And my child development mind kicked in, like they're experiencing their physical in the water with their leave them explore. And then my parent mind kicked in. The child, all their clothes is wet, they're gonna be sticky, and what is happening? So I had to balance the whole thing. And in balancing all of that, I found, like, I learned from the child more than I'm teaching the child. I learned from the child, watching the child sit in the water with their clothes in the and the child on the hike returning to the center. I call it this because I'm building a center, so I got to manifest it, returning to the center in our bus, in our little van, our Negus van, because we need transportation. Our transportation, from our donor was cut. We don't have a bus to take us to our field trips anywhere we want to go. So we need a bus for real. We need a center. We need a garden. We need a playground. We need these things. Anyway, I explained to the child, remember I said that you go into your knees and you went into it with your whole entire body, and so now you have to dry off in the sun and get dry. So this was a learning process for the child, and it was for me, learning to balance both and being in that. What if I had my workshop leaders there? They would be, get out the water, scream, So I had to make an executive decision, and I had to do it for the good of the entire workshop, financially, and content-wise, internally. Not just financial decision, but it was, lots of different things. Low enrollment, and low enrollment in terms of registered students. Registration starts from December to February. February, it ends because I need a count. I need to know who's going to be there. And people go in the last minute. They register, they come in June wanting to be part of it, and it's already too late. And it's important to register from December when I open registration all the way to February. I'm going to have to put flyers around the town or something, because registration is going to close. It closes, I believe, April 28th. I have that date as when it closes. And then late registration opens May 20th. It reopens again on May 20th. So May 20th all the way to the beginning of the workshop, the parent orientation, they can register late from May 20th to June 7th or something. So I have a system, and the system hasn't caught on to the people because they register late or they don't get in. One person was waiting 3 years to get in. That's, so you have to register. It's $25 to register, and that's it. I was planning to return the $25 to everyone at the end, and I may still do that. We'll see whether I get funding to push me to the next summer. So that's what I'm needing. I'm needing funding now to push me to the next summer. So I need $50,000. Yes, I need $50,000 or 55 because I'm 55. So 55,000 that will give me the ability to get ready for the next summer, secure my transportation so I don't have to worry about that, secure a space so I don't have to worry about that or being outside in the hot sun, but we are in a bungalow or a tent, securing that, and that's gonna cost. So I budgeted it at 55. That's me. That's my age, 55. So 55,000 is what I'm needing to get this summer for next summer. I'm not going to wait for next summer to try to find the funds because I don't have a financial person. So, I'm doing it all. So, yeah, 55,000. I'm going to send that out to everyone that wants to support me. This is what you need to give me today, 55,000, so that I could be able to get all the websites updated with the 2026. So today is the 26th, speaking of that, and we are about to finish with the word of the day. It's 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 the word of the day. Word of the day. Word of the day. Word of the day. Hi everyone, like the video, subscribe to the channel, share it with your friends. So the word of the day today is focus. I'm going to do it really quick because I'm almost at the top of the hour. The word today, focus. Focus is brought to us by Matthew chapter 6 verse 33. Strive first for the kingdom of God and his righteousness, and all these things will be given to you as well. I just asked for $55,000 and now I'm reading Matthew 6:33, and it speaks of striving first for righteousness. That is the place of God. That's the place of goodness, mercy, love, kindness, forgiveness, long suffering. That is where that is. So striving first for that, thanks for liking the video, is what's going to result in you being giving all the things to you. You will be given as well. So I'm going to have, and I'm giving thanks in advance for Love City Child and Family Center. Yes, Love City Child and Family Center on St. John. We're building infrastructure for children so that they can have a good, solid upbringing foundation when they leave their home into the community to learn. On St. John, there's nothing for no place in the community. There's closed buildings. They're closed. The library is closed and the public preschool is closed. Not open. And there's not a public high school. Free public high school where children can go for free. They can go for free at a high school, but they gotta swim to another island. They gotta swim to the other island on a boat filled with visitors, filled with other people. They're thrown into the sea without a paddle. It's not fair. It's not good. It's not right. People are going to be held accountable for those things when they do not provide the infrastructure for schools that are built for children, not animals. We have animal shelters that are built for animals, The schools are modules in the main field that was a recreational space that was given to be used as modules for children to learn in, as a shelter for dogs. Not good. So this word today, focus, I'm going to stay focused on the mission. It speaks of focusing on the love, life, wise mind, and abundance that are everywhere present. So, how many times was I told to pay attention when I was young? Right? I just talked about it with a little girl who was told, do not go in the water, only to your knees. She went in with her whole self and she eased her way in. Anyway, I know how well I pay attention, and more important, how I focus my attention will help determine my life experience. Remember that. By focusing on divine life, like divinity, eating as a divine person, putting things in your mouth as a divine person, your physical body is a sacred ground, just like you are the good soil. And living with joy each day. I enjoy vibrant health. Looking beyond differences and focusing on giving and receiving only love. I know harmony in relationships. Focusing on my vocational pursuits as an opportunity to use my talents in a way that will make a positive difference in people's lives. I know true abundance. In every area of life, my focus is key. I keep righteousness, that's God, at the forefront of my thinking by focusing on my divinity and how I am called to share it. We are not to be in relationships of bondage, of marriage of bondage. We're in a bondage, enslaved to someone else. They've sold us and bought us. We are free. We are free. And because we are free, we do not have a burden. The burden has been lifted. So why would we be concerned about someone not texting back? You know, I talked about this in my live yesterday. When we have to focus on the true abundance. So in every area of life, my focus is key. I keep righteousness at the forefront of my thinking by focusing on my divinity and how I'm called to share it. You're not called to share confusion, jealousy, envy, feeling devalued by someone else instead of looking at you. No one should make you feel devalued. This has happened to me. People have made me feel that way. And I look at myself in turn to look at why. It's not them. Don't point the finger at someone else and blame someone else. Just as Leviticus said, you don't take revenge on someone because they didn't do something for you. So you're not going to do something. You're not going to call them back because they didn't call. Call and check. Hey, how you been doing? And it's important because that's what we're striving first for, according to Matthew chapter 6, verse 33. First, we strive for righteousness. And all these things will be given to you as well. That's where you need to strive for. And people get into relationships where there's jealousy. You can't talk to the person, family. They don't want you talking to your friends. They don't want you talking to anyone but them. That's evil. It's in slavery. It's enslavement. When Jesus himself set you free. People, that's why I said to someone years ago, you call on Jesus' name, but then you're so far from it. You're like, Jesus is there and you're like over here in your own thing, doing things not of Jesus. And then people go and get married thinking that's what Jesus wants them to. And then they end up in a toxic, it's toxic. And people get divorced, they get annulments, they get this, that happened to me. Because I was so young. 21 years old. My niece is 20. I can't imagine her getting married now, having children the way I did at 21. I wouldn't dare tell her to do that. So we have to really strive and teach children about their inner strength, that they are just perfect the way they are with themselves, and they will find their soul star, I call it. Everyone has a soul star. And that soul star is that individual that you journey with through life, as my parents did, my mom and my dad. And they were soul stars. They found each other. One St. Lucia, one St. John. My mom came to St. John. She was the one who initiated that and made that move. Whatever pushed her to move, she moved and came. So, we're out of time. I can go on and on, y'all. But you got to read it in my memoir. It's in my memoir and Amazon. So go there, buy it. It's called A Child of the U.S. Virgin Islands. It's my memoir, part 1. And part 2 is going to be coming out. So you got to check it out. Subscribe, share this video, and guess what? Hit the like button. Let's get it going. Hit the like button. Have a blessed day, everyone. Gotta go. I gotta go. We gotta go set up. Today's Thursday. We have a quiz bowl today with my buzzers. We have a host. That's one of the students that's going to host the quiz show. We're going to have teams, and we'll see what happens. They just thought about this yesterday. I'm like, this is what I love. I love spontaneity of creativity just bursting. I have lesson plans that I have to follow. Sometimes they're extended into other things. So it's beautiful. Have a blessed day, everyone. Take good care.